Good morning, let's go. I'm about to leave the hotel, had a really good sleep, left the place in a pretty neat state. I've got half an hour to get to the bus, or 25 minutes, so let's oge. Hi, my name is Jade and welcome to Walk With Me. This is episode 6 of season 5 and today we're at Queenscliff and heading over to Sorrento. This is the continuation of my 2-day holiday from last week. Well, it's actually yesterday. It's confusing, but here we are and I'm standing in the middle of a roundabout here, so we're going to have cars going around us as I'm doing this. But I've caught the bus early, got up at 7 o'clock in the morning and caught the bus about an hour away from Geelong down to, this is Queenscliff. So we're gonna hang around here, go get something to eat, check out the Queenscliff area, go up there once the sun comes out. So it's actually quite cool this morning, but it is gonna heat up. It's gonna get to like about 25 in a couple of hours time. So I'm going to enjoy the cool and just walk around and chill and get some breakfast. I think that's the deal. I've eaten nothing today. Had a terrible experience getting dinner last week. So confusing how this is going to be split up into 2 episodes. But later on we are going to come back here and we're going to catch a ferry from here across the ocean to Sorrento and go and check out Sorrento for a few hours, and then come back via the ferry back here to Queenscliff, back to Geelong, and then all the way back home. That's the itinerary for today's episode. You know what's left to say? Let's oge. Okay, so I have just walked into the main street of Queenscliff, and as you can see, it's very sleepy, very quiet. It's almost 10 a.m. and I'm going to pretty much take a walk through the main street. There's not a lot to see, yeah? It's a very small town. It's the beach that is everything. You can see through there, there's water, And you're going to see a lot of flies on me today because, man, there's a lot of flies. It's unbelievable how you can come from 40 minutes away to another town and already there's flies everywhere. So we'll cross over here. We've got a bait store straight away. I'm going to grab some breakfast, I think, and walk up to a lighthouse up here. Then we're going to walk along the beach, double back to the marina, and that's where we're going to get a ferry and head over to Sorrento. Oh, this looks cool. Burnside Country. So you're going to see a lot of these kind of shops around here. It's pretty cool. They sell bait in there as well too. Of course they do. Bait and tackle. Yeah, fishing gear and stuff like that. So it goes over like 3 shops. So this is the main street. The old gutters. You know, we're taking a step back in time here. Definitely. Excuse me. Oh, the sun is starting to come out now, yes. So I'll have to sunscreen up at some point. It's definitely going to be a lot cooler than what it was yesterday. Thank fuck for that. So yeah, shorts. Where are we going? Shorts. I haven't worn shorts for ages. But it was an interesting choice to buy a new pair of flip-flops. Because yesterday, man, I think I was starting to get a blister on the bottom of my foot. But I think it's okay. I think it's just my foot getting used to walking in flip-flops. Because yesterday, what did we do? 18,000 steps? It was a big one. Didn't seem like it, but it was a big one. The Shelter Shed, Eatery and Bar. I don't even know what's going to be open at this time, as it's been such a long time since I've been here. All right, let's Oge. So this is the rolling pin pies and cakes, and as you can see, it says winner of Australia's Best Pies 2021-2022. Let me tell you something as an Australian who's lived in country towns. There's a pie shop in every country town who says they won the world's best pies. These are Australia's best. You can put that on anything. Maybe we'll come back and try it and see if it's true. With a claim like that, I feel like I need to. But let's keep walking first. I'll tell you a story. There was one pie shop when I used to live in New South Wales, in Woy Woy, and they said, their advertisement said, the best pies in the universe. That was bullshit. I can hear a coffee machine, I think. Is that a coffee machine? I think I need a coffee. Let's do it. Okay, so I just stopped, drank a bit of coffee, and I put sunscreen on, covered myself, because you've got to do it here in Australia, or you're living with the next week of pain. This is a pharmacy here. Oh look, there's heaps of sunscreen. Could have got more. I'm about to run out, so maybe I'll have to come back and get some more, just in case. This coffee is killing it. Now, I'm not sure if most things are open today. It's a tobacconist. We've got food over here, farm foods. Looks like fun. Farm foods and ginger something over there. So definitely going to have to get breakfast. What's this? Le Fleur Cafe. Garden, breakfast, lunch, coffee, cakes. Dogs welcome. I definitely want to do something outside. There is a garden, cafe and garden. Bratwurst, focaccias, salads. We'll walk around and see what we can find. Yeah? I'm not doing what I did last episode and walking around forever and not finding any food. that food I got last night. It filled the spot, I guess. But I woke up this morning with massive heartburn. It was gross. It was a mistake. Anyway, cheers. Wow, look at this. So we've got a vintage collectibles place. And look, if you can see through there, there is the Unmasked Kiss album. That is the first album that I ever was given. And there's got a guitar in there as well too. So looks like lots of vintage stuff in here. I don't think I'm going to go in. You can get the idea, yeah. Soj, a local news agent. You are definitely not going to find a supermarket chain here at all. I think, look at that. There you go. The Queenscliff Grocer. That is the supermarket, I would say, for the whole town. Definitely not in the city anymore, folks. And something you don't see a lot in the city, an actual butcher cutting the meat right there in front of you. You know, I miss that stuff. I hate going to the supermarket and seeing all that pre-packaged shit. Meat that is pink, you know. You see like minced meat, minced beef in the, and it just looks pink, man. Because you know they've put bleach through it. It's gross. So I think if I keep heading this way, I'm going to be at a lighthouse. So I might do that. See if we can get to the lighthouse, fly the drone around a bit, and then come back and get something to eat. And yes, the sun is starting to come out. What is this? A Queenscliff Gallery. Art and glass. So from what I know, if I keep walking down here, this is a guest house. We're hopefully going to get to this lighthouse. Let's Oj. So we are going to head down to the beach down there, and that's the Queenscliff Lighthouse. Hopefully I'll go and fly the drone around it shortly, but we're going to head down here, and believe it or not, I'm going to be the only one on this beach. How cool. And we'll fly the drone across the beach. We're going to go dip the toes in the water. This is the entrance, it looks like. These stairs. Look at that. Look the fuck at that. So that's pretty much where we came from, out there. And that's that mountain out there, out here, that's where we're going on a ferry today, across the ocean there. And apparently this is a really treacherous part of water. I mean, going out of here, this leads out to the fucking ocean. That's it. But it's a super treacherous part of the water for ships and stuff. So I'm going to kick off my thongs, because this was the idea of getting these, so we can go full bore on the sand, baby. What a nice beach, hey? Far out. Sand is so soft. This is primo Aussie beach right here. Sinking right in. Fuck me. Absolutely beautiful. So you can see where the tides come in. You can see the difference there. It's headed back out. The one thing about rock pools and stuff out here, you gotta be super careful, because, well, as you guys know, Australia's a dangerous place. Especially you don't want to stand on a blue ring octopus. That would suck. You know what I mean? So as I said, they had storms here recently, so a lot of seaweed and stuff has blown in. Look at this. Is this to die for? Oh man, that water's pretty nice. I definitely wouldn't recommend either, if you're coming here, to go out for a swim. As you can see, there's a lot of rocks and stuff here. You're probably going to be putting your life in danger doing something like that. So, you know, be careful and pay attention to what you're walking on. Because you see, in some of these rock pools and stuff, there's plenty of life. You find crabs and stuff like that, but you'll also find dangerous shit. Like, as I said, a blue ring octopus. Fucking stand on one of those, life ain't good. And little spiny things, and you just don't want to, sea urchins, you don't want to stand on that shit. This is amazing. This is my beach. Look at that. I fucking own this beach. This is mine. Hey, seagull. So clear. So beautiful. Right, so right now, yesterday I was like thinking, man, why did I wear flip-flops? This is gonna hurt my feet so much, but now we're reaping the rewards. Just to be able to take off, flip them off, and just look how clear this water is. Are you kidding me? You can see all the rocks out here. You can definitely see if you're gonna stand on anything fucked. Yeah. So pretty calm today. Yeah, I can feel myself sinking. What the fuck was that? Can you see that thing? Something just, oh look, it made a hole. Oh, you probably can't see it. Something just shot across the sand and made a little hole and disappeared into it. Whatever the fuck that was. It's the ocean, man. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I just think oh, did you see that? This little fish thing. Oh, you probably can't see it. Like a little guppy kind of thing. Man, I just think I stood on a little crab. Something fucking tickled my foot. That wasn't like me just freaking out. This is the thing about the ocean, right? It's beautiful, but you don't know what the fuck is in there waiting for you. Fuck that shit. Wow, this sand's really sinky. Sinky, is that a word? Oh, look at the little fish, can you see him? See this little school of fish here? Look at that. Hopefully you're picking that up on the camera. Wow. That's wicked. Can't believe it, I'm trying to follow them. They're kind of heading to an area where they can't turn back now. And I'm getting behind them. Can you see them? So I just got attacked by a bunch of horse flies. They're the worst, man. Really big flies. They bite really hard. And while I was flying the drone, they all just started attacking me, biting my ankles. I had to run. It was pretty wild. No, it's cool, right? You walk along this sand, you see all these things, yeah? Little mounds full of creatures, full of things living in there. And gotta keep an eye always where you're walking, especially barefoot. Yeah, it's got all these little rock pools around here. I'm just gonna film a little more around this beach. I think there's some cliff faces around here. If I can get some cliff faces and maybe get the drone to fly over there, that would be rad. Look how clear this water is. It's just amazing. Are you jealous, guys? And look, there's no one here. This is my beach, right? I got total control of this beach. Oh, look, more fish. Little fish in there. Pretty rad how there's just, I don't know if you can see them through there. Little schools of fish. No wonder the seagulls are everywhere here. They're having a field day, just eating fish, herding them, yeah? Oh, they're going over near the gulls. Let's see what happens. They're getting closer to the gulls. Oh no. The gulls don't even care. They're just letting them go. Wow. Anyway, I don't want to stop too long and give the horseflies a chance to catch up with me. Wow, it's turned out to be a beautiful day. Can you see out there in the distance? That's the ferry we're going to be catching over to Sorrento. That's it. Look how big that thing is. It's huge. Hopefully I can zoom in a bit on the final edit. But yeah, the sun's out now. You know what? It's not stifling hot. It's nice. It's probably about 21, 22 degrees. I'm all sunscreened up, ready to rock. Oh man, this is awesome. I haven't even got to Sorrento yet. And Sorrento's beaches are much nicer. Not that I can remember. Last time I went to Sorrento was many, many years ago. There's the lighthouse up there. Oh man. So out there's where we're heading. I can probably walk all the way along here. I wouldn't mind getting some of the cliff faces along here. They're pretty beautiful. Let's see how far we can walk and then have to come back. I think we've got, so it's just gone 11 and the ferries run every hour. And I don't think I really need to spend a lot of time over in Sorrento. You know, it's a beach and a very, very even smaller town than here pretty much. So really gonna go over there to just go to the beach. That's it. That's what this is all about. Walking the sand, relaxing, enjoying this. Wow. This is just beautiful. Look at these cliff faces. Sick. And yes, there's a pier over there. Maybe we can get to the pier. I don't know if this sand allows us to walk all the way around. I don't think it does. By looking at the maps. And that weird seagull. What's wrong with you? Strange little seagull. Beautiful. Let's go out a little bit. Always looking for jellyfish, my friends. Do not want to stand on something with tentacles. I'm super cautious at the beach don't know if horseflies, horseflies are back, fuck off. If I stand in the water, maybe they'll fuck off. When I was younger, I was at the beach with my family, and a stingray came into the shallows, and I got scraped by a barb. Didn't get one in the foot, but scraped. And let me tell you how much that fucking hurt. A lot. So ever since I've been always super wary at the beach. I had a fear of the beach for a long time. You know, even used to go surfing a lot and seen some sharks out there while surfing. It changes you when you see a shark and it's really close to you. It changes the way you look at the ocean. Look at these rocks. Man, these look great in my fish tank. How cool, huh? Look at all this. Wild. Years and years of wind, sea, battering this shit. Look, each one of those tells a story. Don't tell that to fucking religious people. They think God made it. Yeah, okay. So it looks like this goes all the way to this pier, so I should be able to get back onto high ground. Wow, this is sick. And that's beautiful. That ferry is moving. Yeah, let's look out here. That's chugging. That thing is supposed to get to Sorrento in 40 minutes. That thing's burning. Hopefully I can get back up here from where this pier is. You would think so. You'd think there'd have to be another way up. I'm winging it for you guys. Imagine having a YouTube channel which was just this. You could get really used to it, couldn't you? Hey, just staying places, doing this, walking around, talking to a camera, experiencing this. I don't know. I love doing music and stuff. Anything in here? No shells. Probably something in those shells. I love teaching music and all that stuff, but wow, to do this full time would be rad. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be so cool to travel the world, travel beaches, ghettos, the whole lot. It'd be so cool. I'm surprised really at how many fish we've seen in these shallows. That really blows my freaking mind. It just shows how pristine the water is here and how nice this beach is. You can see that. I'm sure I've been on this pier when I was younger. And I'm pretty sure I've seen someone catch a shark off that pier. Because here in Australia, we eat shark. If you go to a fish and chip shop, it's on the menu as flake. That's fish. That's the fish, that's the shark. Look at this, man. Look at it. Wow. I've got to get some drone shots of this, yeah? The other cool thing about the drone out here, there's no interference. There's nothing. There's no towers, buildings. So I can fly the drone for fucking miles and there's no interference. I was blown away at how far I could shoot the drone. Right, so it looks like we can hopefully get back up through here. Yeah, I might chill out here because look, I wanted to go up there and check out that thing. It's like a old lighthouse that's no longer used. I think there's some story to it. There's a yarn. So maybe we can get up there over here and go and have a look at it. But I think I'm going to stop, take a seat and try and fly the drone over these cliffs. What do you think? That's orange. Well, we are approaching this pier here, which I'm going to try and get back on the dry land. I'm just going to savor a bit more of this cool water. Man, the water's so nice here today. Like, it's not cold, it's not warm, it's just beautiful. Yeah, well, this is Queenscliff. We're gonna head up here, get back on the dry land and walk back through the town, see if I can, maybe we'll go and get one of those world's best pies or best pies in Australia, put it to the test, you know. Oh, we're gonna go up there, but maybe we'll skip it, yeah? It's a lighthouse. There's this big one up here in the distance that we're gonna go on, climb up. So that's the thing. Oh. Enjoying the show, hit the like, do the subscribe, super chat, super sticker if you want to support the channel. This stuff costs money. As I said, I'd love to do this full time. How cool would that be? It'd take a lot of money. A lot of subscribers. So yeah, let's hope that happens. All right. Back up here, gonna have to put my shoes back, my thongs back on, my flip-flops. And I'm just gonna jump up on this, not walk through that dry sand. Oh, fuck. This is a mission. I'll just do it this way. That's easy. Oh, so this pier is closed. Oh, we're going over there. All right. Let me get off this treacherous thing. Get my flip-flops on. And it's huge. I hate stairs. They suck. Whew. Man. This has been good so far. I didn't know what to expect, yeah? I didn't think the beach was going to be that fucking beautiful. I mean, come on. Yeah. I didn't realise these stairs are going to be so brutal. But it is what it is. So let's orange. Okay, so I lied. We're going to go to this little tower thing, whatever it is up here. And just see if we can get its story. Going to catch the ferry at 1 in the afternoon. Should get us there by 2. And then we have to catch the 6 p.m. ferry back. So we've got 4 hours. 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4 hours over at Sorrento to hang out and do whatever. Maybe go for a swim. Hopefully so. Hopefully the sun stays warm. Look at that. It's beaming down now. Oh. And yeah, I'd love to go for a swim. I've got a spare t-shirt. And no, there's no bikinis. No way. Although I could have, because there's no one at these beaches. So, we're coming through here. Not sure what the story is about this old place. I don't even think I can get through here. I have to go around. Yeah. There's a tourist group over there, it looks like. I don't know if you can actually get over there, if it's a thing. Maybe you can. Let's see. So that's just a Queenscliff water tank. Nothing exciting there. It looks like I can get through over here. If I'm doing the right or wrong thing. Wow, look at this old building here. So what is it? This was oh, I think I know what this is. This is some kind of military post, yeah? Trespassing and or shooting is prohibited. Okay. I think this used to be some kind of military thing where they'd shoot a cannon off at people invading the country. Because remember, we're at the bottom of Australia. This is the lowest point of the mainland of Australia, you know, and Tasmania is just under us. You need to get a boat over there to Tasmania. So this is a gateway from the rest of the world into Australia. So during those times, if there was an invasion or something, yeah, that's where they would have had military posts to take out any invaders. 100%. I don't know what they mean. It says trespassing or shooting. I don't know what they mean. Does that mean shooting film? Or literally shooting? I don't know. I don't want to get arrested. Not today. So that's the Australian Air Force cadets. That's why. I probably could have got in trouble for flying the drone over that. Eek. And look, there's a cannon over here too, which will give us a bit of insight. Oh. Fort Queenscliff. Look, we've got cars coming. I've got to get off the fucking road. I'm walking up the middle of the fucking road. Look. Fort Queenscliff tours. So you can actually get a tour of these. Historic coastal artillery fortress. School holidays. Adults $24. So yeah, the gates open 10 minutes before tours. So yeah, there you go. I was right. I don't know how you book. I guess you book online. But yeah, here's the gun barrels they would have had lining the edge of the water. All replicas, I'm not sure. Yeah, they're real, they've been filled in. Part hydro pneumatic gun, previously located Crow's Nest Battery, 2 kilometres west of here. Yeah, so these things would have been protecting Australia's shorelines. Look at this, towers and tunnels with disappearing guns. So these would pop up out of the towers. How cool is that? Look at all these schematics. Wow, this is pretty rad. And there's a pier. Pretty wicked. Look at this thing, the big boy. The big boy. And yeah, what they do, they fill these in. See? This one, RML gun. This one is one of a battery of 3 RML guns mounted on the northeastern part of Swan Island. So Swan Island's just off the edge. You're going to see it when we get back to where the ferry is. So yeah, these are real weapons that were used to protect Australia from invasion. Even though Australia's full of invaders. Let's be real. We are invaders. We came here, raped, pillaged, forced Catholicism and alcohol on a race that had no idea what the fuck was happening to them, rounded it up, killed them, raped their women. You know, the same old story of what Europeans have always done. All the good stuff. Not, let's ode. So right now we're heading back to the main street where we came. Right behind us is where I went down to the beach. Look at these beautiful houses here. They're so nice. You dream to kind of live out here. Don't know if I could do it. You know, you think about this stuff. Could you live this far away from civilization and just be happy with what's here? I mean, I got a YouTube channel. I'm into technological stuff, gear and studios and, you know, all that stuff. I wouldn't just be able to go and pick up a new fucking external hard drive whenever I wanted one. That's where that's one of the benefits of living in the city. But look, you can't deny it's a beautiful place. Look, beautiful. It's Oge. It's another little art gallery here. We're back on the main strip. I'm going to do the other side. I'm thinking I might get one of those pies, pick up some sunscreen because I'm nearly out, and we'll eat the pie on the ferry or something. I like a good cold pie. But yeah, I don't know how long I have to be there before the ferry takes off. I think there's like a 25 minutes or 30 minutes before it takes off. So I really shouldn't dilly-dally. So we'll walk up here, check out this side, grab some sunscreen, grab a pie, and then we'll loge. So this little place here, this Farm Foods, looks like a bistro as well as a deli and like a grocer as well. Another restaurant here called Ginger Baby. There's a pharmacy over here. I'm going to cross over, grab some sunscreen, grab a pie, and then we're going to head down there and sort out this ferry and hopefully go up that tower that's at the ferry. Hopefully we've got time to squeeze in the tower because Brad wanted me to go up there and get some big views. It's Oge. Okay, so we just bought a pie from Rolling Pin Pies and Cakes, and they say they're the best pies in Australia. So I'm going to put this in my bag, head down to the wharf, and then I'm going to tell you if they are the best pies in Australia. That's Oge. So we've got a little crystal shop here, and nearly every Australian country town has some kind of hippy dippy crystal shop with potions, toe of frog and witch's mummy. Nearly every town has one of those. It's just a thing in Australia. You know what I'm saying? All right. Oh man, it has turned out to be the perfect day compared to yesterday, which was the most abhorrently hot day ever. So basically where I'm going here now, I've got to turn right, and this leads all the way back to the ferry. It's just gone midday, so we've got plenty of time, hopefully, to book a ticket. I can book online. It's $32 return, and then go up that tower, have a munja, put on some new sunscreen, and as we say in the classics, Oge! So hopefully we're going the right way to get to this place. There's a whole bunch of restaurants along here as well, and scuba gear and boat stuff, because yeah, it's a little harbour. Seal and dolphin swim, so you can book that shit as well. Oh. So I'm holding my pie at the moment as well, because the fucking bag broke. So much for the best pies in the world. Alright, house stuff, oyster bar and grill, bunch of cafes, fish and chips of course. Alright, let's find out where we get our ticket. So I think that's where we get the ferry from over there, but here's this thing we can go up, so I'll find out where we can get tickets from. But let's check out this, see if we can get in there, if it costs anything. Let's urge. So this is how we get up to the observation tower. Thank fuck I don't have to use the stairs. Man, that would have sucked. I think we have to go out there to get our tickets for the ferry. But yeah, thank God there's a lift. That's so lazy, isn't it? I'm not going up those curly stairs. That's way too much work. All right, you ready? No smoking, no running, no pets, no food or drinks. All right, let's go. Second floor, I guess. And up we go. Wow. How cool. Good grief, look at that, folks. How beautiful. So that's where the ferry comes in, over there. And heads over there. Wow, how cool is this, man? And this is free. So I'm gathering the ferry only left a little while ago. I think that's it over there, just heading out. And I think there's two that run back and forward. This is where we came from. This is where we were earlier, along that beach, the towers. And this is Queenscliff. Right? As I was saying, this is the edge of Australia. This is the point here that connects over there, that lets in everyone out there. It's amazing. And this is heading inland. Wow. Wow, pretty cool, huh? So with the ferries here, you can actually take your car on the ferry as well. Right, so that's not a ferry. You can take your car on the ferry, you can drive it in and drive it up on the ferry and you're good. Or you can go on foot. So we are heading over there, straight over there. And I was planning on going out there, but I don't think I'll have time. All right. Well, let's jump downstairs and go and get our ticket, put on some sunscreen. And we could even go and check out the beach while we're there as well. All right, that's Orange. Just got stuck in the lift. A couple of old ducks are telling me about their niece's journey to England. I don't care. Why do they feel the need to tell you about their whole life in an elevator ride? It's ridiculous. All right, we're heading over here now. See if we can get our tickets. All right, let's hope. So yeah, this looks like the place to get your tickets. Now I think they're 36 if I buy them here, or online they're 32. That's with a concession card, yeah, that's not full price. So there's that. I'll let you know the prices when we get in there. I'm not sure if I can actually film in here as well. Looks like they have a bar normally open here. I don't know when that's open. That's kind of cool. All right, let's see what this is about. I'm gathering it's kind of like a mini airport, yeah? Things you can buy before you go over. Wow, let's go. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and booked my ticket. So a return ticket for me was $34. An adult is $38. It's a couple of dollars cheaper if you book online. That's the way it goes. Children, $28. That's return. One way, you're looking around 17 to 19, kids $14. So those are the foot prices, yeah? So that's if you're going on foot. If I go back here and check the prices here, you can take your vehicle on, as I said. Vehicles, one way, what have we got, return? $156. It's a standard vehicle, large vehicle, $185 return. And motorhome, $34. I guess that's for super old people discount, you know what I'm saying? A truck, sorry, a motorhome, $34 for 6 meters, minimum charge. So $34 per meter, I think. Wow. So yeah, I don't know how they work that out, but yeah, so it's leaving here at 1. I've got to be up there 10 minutes before. So we got time because it's 35 past, so we've got plenty of time. Got my water. And we're going to try this fucking pie before the bag breaks everywhere. Right, they say the best pie in Australia. I somehow don't believe it because every local country town says they've got the best pies in the world. Oh. That's pretty good. This is a chunky beef, bacon and cheese. Oh. Not my thing with bacon and cheese, they can be a bit overpowering. Meat pie, yeah? Look at that. Meat goodness. It's good. Oh man. Lots of bacon in there, lots of cheese, lots of chunky beef. Yeah, that's really good. Nice pastry. This is about $7 Australian, so that's about $4 US. So yeah, the ferry leaves at 1. I guess I'll get there by about close to 2. And then I've got to be on, I can catch any ferry I want back, there's no time. But I'll be catching the last one. Unless, you know, things go sour and I've run out of things to do, then we'll come back on the 5. They run every hour. You're gonna get to see me smash this whole thing. That's a really nice pie. I feel really young too at the moment. You know, I'm 50. Everyone around me is going to be on this ferry. It's like 80. Oh, whole ducks. If I can fly, fuck off. Look how chunky that is, man. It's a good pie. Is it the best pie I've ever had in Australia? No. I've had better, but it is very full, yeah. And the gravy's really nice. Oh no. Oh, it had to happen, didn't it? Always got a cloth, folks. Always. the towel. And yum. That was really good. Really, really good. Delicious. Chilled water. So last night, freezing the water in that mini bar worked perfect. I really didn't think it would do so well, but it has. All right, I'm excited. So this is with Sea Road Ferries, giving you the prices. We got a bit of time to kill. Gonna have a vape on here, see if I can get away with it. It says no smoking or vaping. Oh man. Always no smoking and vaping. I love how they've added vaping everywhere now. Like it affects anyone, seriously, come on. It's probably really only when there's eating here, but there's, you know, there's nothing open, so I'll probably get away with it. Be okay, you know what I'm saying? Wow, they must be get ready to load up the vehicles. I just had an announcement saying all people with vehicles, board your vehicles now. That must mean, oh yeah, and look, there's a little gate opening here. Oh, I can't show you. This is maybe where they come out. Yeah, so they probably drive the cars out of here. Oh wow, here comes a ferry. All right, let's go. Wow, it's massive. It's fucking huge. Oh my God, this thing's massive. Kind of blown away, yeah, but it's only like 34 bucks return. And it's like a fucking cruise liner. Fucking hell, right. Let's load. So it's pretty cool. It's a bit dark here, so I can get some light on my face. Pretty cool. And just like an airport, you've got charging ports, USB. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Oh man, look. So this is where they let the cars off. Look at them all. That's rad. See if I can get a better shot, yeah? Go over here. How cool is that? And you can see out here, I'm just gonna walk around. I'm guessing this is where we enclave, and they put that little walkway across there so we can get on there. I think there's a pier out there as well too. I wish we had more time, I would have gone out there. It's gonna be awesome. Let's awesome.
So I'll do the top one, and that's coming back.
Yep.
That comes through.
Cheers. Thank you.
There we go.
See ya. How cool is this, huh? Look at that, man. This is where I live. Well, I don't live here specifically, but man, this is sick. Look at this thing. It's huge. Oh, wow. I did ask if it's all right to film, so hope there's beer. Oh, I hope there's a beer. I haven't had a beer the whole trip. Can you believe it? Oh. Good. Yeah. Wow. I don't think they have alcohol. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. I don't think so. Wow. Look at this, guys. I don't see alcohol. Wow. There's a lounge back here. So you got a little area for kids to play. I guess you can don't know what we can do down there if you're allowed to. Wow, look at this lounge area. This is like being on a plane. It's rad. Oh, they do have alcohol. Yes. Happy days, happy days. All right, so this is the front of the boat. And wow, how cool is this? And look at this, baby. We got a Barwood Heads Japanese lager. Oh, Japanese lager. Man, I gotta go outside. You can't smoke out here either. But let's, during high winds, be cautious. They've got binoculars out here as well too. Look, the binoculars. The binoculars. We've got binoculars. This is rad. This is freaking rad. I'm going to sit here. In fact, I'm going to go back in till we go and sit on this little couch here and crack open my beer. It's ouch. Oh, so I've got extra baggage today, as you tell. I've got an extra bag here. This is like my quick bag to get camera stuff, drone, all that. And this bag now has become clothes and stuff, because this is the first time I've done a travel where I've stayed overnight kind of thing. It's been a little bit harder with multiple bags, but it is what it is. All right, let's put this camera here. Let's just put it here. Lift that up. Cheers, we got this, so this is a Barwon Heads 4.5% alcohol Japanese lager.
Yeah.
Boom. That's really nice. First beer of the whole trip, can you believe it? In this heat. Man, it's turned out to be a beautiful day today. All right, I'm going to keep back for a second, wait for this thing to take off, which is leaving in about under 5 minutes. And then we're going to get some awesome shots from the back of the boat, from the front of the boat. I think you go upstairs as well, you can get on top of the boat, so I'll find out if we can. And yeah, let's get to Sorrento. Okay, so we're just leaving now. Wow. This is the first time I've actually felt like I'm on a holiday. It truly is. This is it. Right now. Far out, man. Far out. Fucking beautiful. Just awesome. So we're going to spin around, I'm assuming. Man, the thing jets. Actually jets pretty quick. Cheers. Man, do you really have to put coins in this? Who carries coins? Yeah, you do. Who carries coins in this day and age? Especially when you have like this. Wow. without a doubt, we are booking it, yeah? We're booking it. It's pretty fast. You probably can see just in the distance. I tried to take a photo with my iPhone. That's called Mud Island. Little island out there, middle of nowhere. There's another island out here somewhere too. I forget what it's called. But we are well on our way to Sorrento over here. Man, I'd love if I had the time to be able to head out this way as well. But I don't think that's going to happen today. But so there's Mud Island over there. You see these little fish things skipping along the water, birds skipping along the water, diving into the water. You probably can't with this camera. See if I can capture them. Grab my beer. Yeah, they're going down. Actually, it's not uncommon to see like dolphins out here and stuff. We are in the middle of the ocean. This is the ocean, folks. It feels like I'm like on an ocean cruise, but because I am. But yeah. So yeah, this ferry's leaving. So I'm assuming you can get out to this Mud Island. I don't know what you can see out there. At the speed this thing's going, it feels like it's not going to be 40 minutes. So also over here, I mentioned earlier about Tasmania. So this is out here. This is the bottom of Australia, yeah? So this is where the 2 points come together. And that leads out to Tasmania. So you have the Spirit of Tasmania, because you can probably see that in the distance. It looks like the Spirit of Tasmania. Huge boat. Same kind of thing as this, but like 3 times the size. Puts cars on and comes through here and goes down to Tasmania. That's where you get to Tasmania. But apparently through there, where those 2 points meet, that is one of the most treacherous parts of water in Australia. Really dangerous. So especially for a really big boat like the Spirit of Tassie. And there's 2 Spirits of Tassies. So they run back and forward, kind of like, I think these do as well, I'm not sure. There'd have to be 2 of these because they run each hour. Yeah, I don't know. But apparently there's 2 Spirit of Tasmanias and they're getting ready to be retired. So they're not going to be running anymore. They've been doing it a long time. I forget, there was 2 other boats, used to be Spirit of something else. And apparently there's 2 new boats that are in Denmark at the moment, waiting to be commissioned. They can't get them here because of something or other to do with England. So the 2 Spirit of Tassies are still running until these new boats kick in. But look, man, we are just flooring it. I can't believe how fast we're going. Such a crazy big boat. All right, let's oge. So now, taking a second look, me saying that's a Spirit of Tassie, maybe it's not. Maybe that's the other one of these. And it just heads out that way and then comes back in. So they're not coming too close together. I'm just assuming that. But there's got to be 2 of these things running back and forward at the same time, because they both leave at, like, this leaves at 1, this leaves at 1. So there's got to be another one running in tandem, is what I'm saying. So I'm assuming that is the tandem one. It looks kind of the same. Same kind of stuff up the top. Probably can't see it. I think I might be able to zoom in. Look at these speedboats. Do you get seasick, folks? Anyone out there get seasick? I don't get seasick. Anyway, well, I probably would if the water was a lot more crazy. This is pretty calm. Yeah, we're making more waves. Look at this weird circle in the water. But there's just no ripples. So weird. Man, water is such a strange, powerful thing. Yeah? Yeah, I think that is the opposite one of this, for sure. It comes out the same jetty but goes wide. It's a wide berth. It looks like the same markings. So this left at 1. We're 20 minutes in. It says 40 minutes. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. We've probably got another 20 minutes left in us. Yeah, that's definitely the same boat. It's about the same size. Spirit of Tasmania is like fucking 10 times the size of that thing. But this is pretty huge. Wow. So this is where, wow, it's really noisy out here, yeah? This is where all the cars go. How cool is that? Can you go up here? No way. Can you go up here? No way, you can't. Oh my God. So we are up top now. Look at this, man. This is wild. We are up on top, on the top deck, and dude, this is fucking nuts. Look at this little thing here. So, I didn't realize you could come all the way up the top here. How cool is that? I just had to take some photos of these Indian dudes over here. Can you see them? Adjusting their hair and shit. Fuck me. I had all these demands. You know when somebody asks you to take a photo and you're like, yeah, sure, and you just take a photo? These motherfuckers had demands. As they all fix their hair. Like, they're trying to fix their hair on a fucking, on a boat in the wind. What the fuck? That's fucking crazy. Anyway, fucking, so we're getting kind of close. As you can see, this is the other side now, right? It's pretty fucking wild. Hopefully the windshield's doing its job. This is Sorrento Beach over here, yeah? Just look at that sand. If you can see it, that sand is just golden. This is going to be crazy. And Sorrento has some of the most expensive houses, yeah. Fucking really affluent area too. I mean, you know, you can see why. It's on the beach. Yeah. Look at these guys. They think they're in a fucking, they think they're in a Bollywood movie. Anyway, we've seen up here, yeah. I think we've done that. Huge. So I think that's our destination over there. And yeah, this is Sorrento. Look at these houses, man. That's ridiculous. Woo. Beautiful stuff, very exciting. So this is going to take the 40 minutes, it says. It's been 35. It's probably about 45 minutes. And I can see that off in the distance there. Got huge beaches. Wow. Just flipping beautiful. Let's oge. So this being my first time here, this looks a little bit more primitive than the place we left from. You could say, maybe. I don't know, is this, it looks like maybe they're building something new here. And for the longest time, this has just been the old standard. I have no idea. This is my first time here, so. Or they're deconstructing it. It looks like they're constructing something. I would assume so anyway. So how does this boat actually dock here? That's oh, it docks over there, I think. I don't actually know where it docks. Does it dock here? How do the cars get off? That's the question. Oh, so what's the deal? There's these bollard things here. Oh, so I guess it's over there. So this has got to back in to here. How weird. That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming this is going to now spin around this way and back in, or go in forwards. And you can see there's all these cars over there waiting to get on. And I'm assuming this is all going to be new. But this is Sorrento, folks. So way down there was Frankston, where we went last week. And Frankston comes all the way along this beach line, all the way up here, all the way up to Sorrento. And yeah, just to give you an idea of where we are. Man, look how shallow it is out there. You can see the bottom of the sand. All right, now it's starting to reverse, I think. How fascinating. Now look at that speedboat flying across there. Look at this guy. Oh, he stopped, slowed down. All right, so this is, oh, it's backing up onto here, is that right? I'm trying to work out how this is gonna dock. So yeah, it is spinning around. See one of the drivers up there? Yeah, I reckon it's gonna like go in between these bollard things. I guess we can go through and check it out. Let's go through and check it out. I'll have a look. You'll get to see the insides again of this place. So yeah, they've got all this food here, alcohol, heaps of beers, Jim Beam, Scotch. We can go out here and see what's going on. It's going to be loud. Yeah, wow. This is so old school compared to where we came from. So I'm guessing we go down here. That's what they said, I think. It looks like here they're building a whole new place like where we came from, which it looks like they fucking need. Like, look at this. It's pretty shitty compared to where we just came from, which is all fancy and stuff. I'm assuming we have to wait for all the cars to go first and then we can get off. Yep, we can actually go now, so. All right, we can go. Here we are at Sorrento, and all right, so we get to walk through this little footbridge here. We're going to open this up so we don't get hit by cars. Cheers. And here we are at Sorrento, my friends. Look at that beach. Damn. Fuck me, that is beautiful. So to be honest, I don't think I've ever been to Sorrento before. It's just kind of exciting. All right, here you go, there's some information. So here you can see the two points that meet. It goes out to the Bass Strait. That's where we came, along here. Portsea, Sorrento. That's how it started, yeah. The old days. Of course we're going to go straight to the beach. Flip-flops off. Let me just rip them off. Hey, here we go. Look at that sand, man. It's fucking nice. It's a little bit warm. This is a real beach right here, look at that. We got broken shells everywhere. No lifeguards out here. Oh, wonder what the water's like. A lot of shells. Pretty clean beach, yeah? No real rubbish anywhere. As always, keep your eyes on where you're walking. You know the deal. Oh man, look how clear that water is. Oh, it's so nice. Beautiful. Still pretty shallow. No rips or anything out here. I gotta be careful, I've got my phone in my pocket, so I don't want to go too deep. And my ferry ticket's in my lower pocket. So that would be fucking stupid, wouldn't it? Man, don't get a wet dickhead. Oh man, it's beautiful. So I'm guessing to get up to Sorrento, you got to go up there. That thing up there. I don't know. Or we can probably keep walking along here. I have no idea. I've not been here before. So, the water's quite warm actually, to be honest. Do I have to go home? I don't want to go home. I want to keep doing this. Man, this would be awesome for my fish tank. Make sure there's nothing in it. Oh, it's broken. Damn. Well, hopefully I'll find another one. Still kind of cool. Nah, it's not good enough. It's going to be perfect. So if we find something along here, something for the fish tank, for the fishies. Yeah. I'm not going to grab any rocks or anything. I've got enough rocks. But a shell would be nice. Oh, there's one here that looks broken. Pretty hard to find a full shell like that. A lot of rocks along here. Ow, ow. Here we go. Broken. See if we can find one that's not broken. Like this one. Let's see, anything living in it? Oh, we've got some stuff on it. It's not doing it for me. Here's one here. Something for the fishies at home? No. It's got to be right. Man, this water is so fucking clear. So nice. Just a lot of rocks, so I'm walking very cautiously. All right. It's Oj. Okay, so it looks like I found this little walking path down here. Look at this. How cool is this? So I'm trying to get as much footage as I can in today before the long trip home, because that's going to be hard because it's going to be at night time. I can't really shoot a lot outside the window of the train heading home and the bus heading home because it's going to be dark. So there's that. So the trip home for this episode is going to be, yeah, not so much footage like on a normal episode out the window and stuff. I don't know where this leads to, but eventually there's got to be some kind of stairs that lead up here, or not. Maybe, kind of, sort of. Right, that's Oj. Okay, I knew there'd be some stairs somewhere, and here they are. They don't look too bad. Safe. So, let's do it. So calm, so peaceful. Look at this giant playground here, but it's just so peaceful here. Look at this beautiful big pergola, and this is a thing I'm seeing all over Australia, or Melbourne anyway. Shopping centres, parks. Does anyone play them? I've never really seen anyone play them, but yeah. Very, very peaceful here. If you wanted to know, I've done about 9 kilometres today. In the previous episode, or yesterday, did about 14 kilometres. Crazy walk. And, you know, we're probably going to get up, go around that today again, I think. Depends where we're going. I'm not really sure. I have no plan. So, I'm assuming I'm just going to follow this path here. And see if this takes us into the town centre. I don't really want to get caught up in too many hilly roads or anything. Maybe we'll go this way. I didn't come here to walk up hills. I came here to just walk. Let me give you a feet update. I saw 2 solid days of walking. Yeah, brutal. Ideally, to do this again would be to take 3 days. To do 1 day off, 1 day on, 1 day off. Or first day off, probably take the second day off. Probably the best way to do it. And then get to rest, chill, not film for a day. You know, go do something like get a spa or who knows, something really good for yourself. And then come out and do the second day of filming would be ideal. We're at Hotel Sorrento now, whatever that is. That's Oj. So if these places are part of this hotel, I bet they're pretty pricey to rent. They look nice. Jeez, would you look at the state of that place? It looks like a castle. They got a pool and spa maintenance guy there. Look at the gates on it. So there's a place back here called Millionaire's Walk. I think anyone can go and walk along it. I was going to go there, but it's like about 10 kilometres away. And it's where all the really rich beachside houses are with jetties going out. And you can walk along and have a squeeze, a gawk at it all. Oh man, I don't like uphill paths. That's Oj. Okay, I much prefer downhill. So I'm just kind of calibrating, going on the fly here. I don't know what's here. The plan was to come into the city centre, have a look, have a swim, which I really want to do. I haven't had a swim in the beach for so long. I literally want to go, put my bags on the beach, go and jump in the water, take the camera with me and just go under the water, head under the water, just even if it's for a second, just to do it. And I mean, it's 2:30. I kind of was thinking about leaving at 6. And do I really need to? I'm probably pushing it way too hard. I've got a huge journey home. We got 40-minute ferry, an hour bus to Geelong, and then 2.5 hours home. That's a lot of time on transport. So if I could get out of here by 4, get the 4 p.m. ferry, it would probably be better. So that's probably what I'm thinking of doing. And I'm assuming this here is the town centre. There's hotels, some food. We're going to check it out anyway. Could be up there as well, I don't know. But we're going to check it out. It's Oj. There's a country road store in there. I did say there's a lot of affluence around here. Bed, bath and table. A lot of designer stuff for a small place, don't you think? It's so odd to come from where we just came from, which is Queenscliff, which I'm sure you'll agree with me was just beautiful. The town was quaint, just really, unique, small.
I want an M4.
Homey, community. and then to jump across a ferry and come out here to Sorrento, and everything's like designer. Everyone's like loaded, and everything's absolute utter wank. Look at this Yarra Trail. Look at this shit. And it's a small coastal beachfront town, and everybody's here is rich as fuck. Look, man, look at the shops here. Even the kids' store is fucking OTT. It's so weird. So something really funny just happened. I walked past this two old ladies and this old guy, and the guy's going, "Oh, today's young kids carrying cameras around, filming everything on Instagram and bloody YouTube. They just want to get on TV." What are you, retarded? Who wants to get on TV? Nobody watches TV anymore. Nobody believes mainstream media. People put more faith in YouTube content creators and because they're real, because they have no agenda, because they're not paid by sponsorships, or maybe some of them are. But no, they're authentic. You identify with them. They're not some made up robot feeding you bullshit news. That's mainstream. What a weird thing to hear somebody say, especially a guy who's about 80. I just want to get on the television. Anyway. So look, the further you go down, look at this. Designer clothing, Zoe's Kitchen and Living. Even the Liquorland looks fucking too posh. We're going to do a circuit, I think, and then go down the beach. What do you reckon? So we'll come back over here, and then, let's just do it now. Let's out. Go back up. Maybe if we can find somewhere to have a beer, chill, have a drink, somewhere that's outside, somewhere where the beer doesn't cost like $250. Speaking of, that beer on the ferry was $12. The Sorrento Social. Fuck, man. I don't like it. I think it's full of wank. Look. Victoria with a K and Woods. Handbags worth $25,000. Fancy. Anyway, let's out. I am just blown away by the pomp and ceremony of the place is called Seed. Fucking Seed. What? This place is fucking full of wankers. Fuck me. Oh my god. I eat the rich. I don't think I've ever been surrounded by so many cunts. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, good gracious me. Man, I don't even want to drink here. The amount of privilege in the air, it's horrendous. So here we are, back down the beach, walking in the water, and the water's really warm, let me tell you that. I'm looking for shells. What's this one here? Look at this. It's got something living on it. Yeah, whatever that is. Go off. There we go. That'll be good, I think, for my fish tank. There we go, at least we've got one shell. Let's put that in the bag. So I've been thinking, what's the best way to go home? Because I can actually go home a different way if I want to. I can go catch a bus here in Sorrento that goes into Frankston, where we went last week. Or I can jump on the ferry and go back. I think they're about the same distance. So yeah, I'm still tossing up which one to go. So which one's the right one to choose. But maybe the water will help me decide. Yeah. I was even thinking if I go on the ferry, I can do like a time lapse from the front of the ferry. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, at this point, I'm going to leave at 4. It's just hit, so it's 10 past 3. I mean, the idea why I've come down here is to put my stuff down and go sit in the water and just sit in it, because I don't think I can go out deep enough. It's not very deep out here. And I was actually going to go to Sorrento Back Beach, but it's right over the other side. It's where the surfing is. And yeah, this has already been a massive adventure, and I've got like a 4 or 5 hour trip home. So that's where I'm at right now. And the ferry's just over there. So, no, not that way. So if I just hang around here, maybe fly the drone over there, and then just sit in the water for a bit. So I've removed my microphone, and we're using the camera mic at the moment because I'm going in the water. I've actually hidden all my stuff in the bushes. There's not really good ground, so I don't think anyone's going to find it. I'm just going to go for a stroll out here. It's not very deep. Let me tell you that. It was deep, it was a little bit deep, now it's not. Oh man, this is, now it's cool here. Oh, the water's so cold here. Oh, man. Shall I? I think so. All right, we went in the water. That's enough. It's pretty, it's pretty shallow there. So, but it's not sound probably. Rocking. I'm not standing there because I have all my shit up there. I'll be worried about it getting stolen. There's like an iPad, drone, Pocket 3, a lot of gear over there that I need to protect. There's that. Alright, let's go and get it. Get out of here. I think we're gonna do the ferry back, I think. I'm not sure. I'm still undecided. Or we could do the bus. That's ouch. As you see where I put my stuff. So over here, these bushes. Look at this. Come on, you. Bum bag. Bag and backpack. Oh, look at this shell here. It's a nice shell from a fish tank. In you go. All right, let's oge. So I have made an executive decision, and the ferry's already in port. I'm not going to get the ferry. I'm going to get the bus from here to Frankston. And the good thing is that ferry ticket, that return ticket, is actually good until this time next year. So if I come back out here, I can jump across there. Plus it's only a $12 loss, you know. And I can get home an hour faster and probably get some really nice views on the way home, because the bus to Frankston goes all along the beach, all the way. And it's going to save a lot of time jumping on the ferry, jumping on another hour bus, then 2.5 hours. I will save about an hour's time and get home by about 8 o'clock instead of almost 10. So we're walking along here till I get to this bus. Welcome to Sorrento. Live the life. Victoria's first European settlement in 1803. And now the snobbiest. So here's where we're getting to our bus. Look at this little bus shelter. I know it's not as glamorous as the ferry home, but man, I like changing things up. So yeah, this is due in about, what do we got? Due in something or other, 15 minutes. And yeah, should be a much easier journey home. And I'm running out of film. I shot so much film today, so this could be a really long episode. But yeah, this will just get me home a lot quicker. And we go back through Frankston, like last week. That's Oge. So here we are at Frankston Station. Now, I didn't really get to film much of the bus ride. In fact, I got to film nothing of it, and there's a trolley right there. Because an incident went down that has me absolutely baffled. Well, it's not baffled really, because there are some people in this world who are absolute fuckwits who just need to be drowned. Yep, I said it. So I'm going to jump on this train here, and I'll tell you more about it. Okay. So let's talk about this. So I get on the bus, and my camera's on, yeah, as I film getting onto the bus, and which I do all the time. And so I go to the last seat at the back because I want to keep away from people. And well, I sit down and I start changing the battery in my camera. Then I realize I can't film outside the windows because I got this weird tape over the top of the windows which ruins the view. So I try and move down to a seat further down the bus which doesn't have that stuff, but every window was covered in it. Anyway, 10 minutes later, I feel someone over my shoulder. Look over, and there's this toothless, brain-dead, ratty-looking ferret guy who stinks like alcohol over my shoulder going, "What do you think you're doing, mate?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's filming kids on the bus. What? I know what you're up to, you pedophile. Like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Camera's off, it's in my bag. There's fucking some young girls behind me. not filming them. Fucking show us what's on that camera. Oh my God. I tell him to sit the fuck down. Anyway, it goes on and on. He's like, fucking, I know what you're up to. Blah, blah, blah. All this weird shit. And eventually, he pipes down. I get back on, just sitting on the bus doing my thing, watching YouTube on the phone. And then some other guy gets on, who sits near him, and I hear him going, see this cunt over here? Filming kids on the bus, a pedophile. I'm like, what? I turn around and go, it's bullshit, mate. Shut the fuck up. Stop spreading bullshit. It's not just not true. Yeah, fucking prove it. I'm not proving nothing to you, fucking idiot. Anyway, he ended up getting off. And the funny thing was, he got off the bus and he tried to say to me, get off with me to fucking prove that you're not filming kids. He goes, you've got a camera, so you know. You're on a bus and there's kids, so you're filming, you're a pedophile. I'm like, dude, you've got a skateboard. And he, what are you, 50? If that's not a groomer, I've never seen one before. Get off the bus and come and fight me now. Anyway, the bus driver told him to get the fuck off the bus because he's an idiot. So yeah, I didn't get any footage. So, kind of wish I took the ferry now, don't you think? But here we are, we're at Frankston Station, and yeah, this should get in within the next hour. And it is, what is it? So it's 5:30? 5:45. So I should get in about 6:45 and then 7:45 home and save a good hour and a bit. So there's that. So I had to put up with that bullshit, but here we are. All right, probably going to shut up for a bit, charge my microphone because it's down to 10%. And we'll see you when we get to Flinders Street to wrap up the show. That's Orange. Well, I'm back here in the city after what seems to be 2 days of filming. This is episode 6 of season 5. This is part 2. You're watching this a week after, and I'm living this 2 days in a row. We had a massive one today, yeah? So we kicked off in Geelong, where I left the hotel that I stayed at from last episode. And from there on, where do we go? We jumped on a bus and we went into, well, Queenscliff. And Queenscliff was fucking beautiful. I really loved it. Got some beautiful drone shots. Had a beach to myself. We went up that beautiful tower. We got some shots. We caught the ferry and we went all the way into Sorrento, and that was full of rich people. Beautiful beaches, full of rich people. Weird, conceited, strange, but still beautiful. Unfortunately, we lost a bit of footage coming home because, well, strange weirdos. That's the world we live in, yeah? Where people just have crazy ideas, and this guy was drunk and there was nothing you could do to stop him from thinking bonkers shit. I hope he gets the help that he needs, because he seriously needs some help. And we went to Frankston, so I chose to go a completely different way home because, you know what? I would have got home heaps late. And I'm already so tired, so now, well, going to get home a lot earlier and went a different way. I forfeited my return ticket, but we can use that again from Sorrento back to Queenscliff And that's it. We're here. We're at the end. I'm going to jump on a train. I'm going to head home. And that's it. Thank you so much for spending so much time with me, walking with me. I got to walk with you. We'll be back next week for another one. I don't know what we're doing. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, do all the stuff. Thank you so much. Let's Oj.